Friends, in my previous video, I had completed line number 223 of Browning's famous dramatic monologue, Andrea del Sarto. So today we are going to proceed further. Here are line numbers 224 to 234. While hand and eye and something of a heart are left me, works my wear, and what's it worth? See, in the previous stanza, towards the end of that, Andrea asks his wife whether she was smiling just because he was going to pay her whatever he was going to get after selling the paintings. Probably this thought came in his mind that as his wife is very much inclined towards the monetary benefits, perhaps she smiled because she was hopeful of getting money. So here he says, while hand and eye and something of a heart are left me. He said earlier he had admitted that he is totally devoted to his wife and he is left with no freedom of his own. He does not have that sort of inspiration which may be, you can say, aloof from the influence of his wife. He doesn't have any such thing. He had admitted it. But suddenly he realizes, he says, I have a little bit of, you can say, inclination, desire to work even without the support of my wife. He knows that he still has his work and some of the desire left. And he asks, is it worth? Somehow we feel that he is pondering over the fact that what actually is he doing. See, he is doing whatever he is doing, he is not happy with that. He was happy when he was being admired there in the French court, when he used to paint at the will of his heart. Though at that time also Lucrezia was very influential, but here, now in the present status, he is totally, you can say, he has totally surrendered himself to Lucrezia. So that's what he is saying, that I have a little bit of, you can say, inclination towards painting left in me. Some sort of desire is still there in me to paint. Some sort of free desire is still there. But is it worth? I'll pay my fancy. See, he knows that his wife is only interested in the monetary gains. So that's why he says, I want. Earlier he had requested his wife to be with him even for this evening only. So that's what he is saying, I'll pay for my fancy. It's my fancy, it's my desire to have you in my company, and I'm going to pay for it. Only let me sit the grey remainder of the evening out. He says, I only want to sit calmly today. I don't want to do anything. Though I am ready to paint whatever you want me to do. But at present, I don't have that kind of urge to do anything. So just let me sit calmly. Now the evening is very soon going to turn into night. Darkness is approaching. It was the time of twilight. So he says, only the grey remainder, only a little bit of greyness, only a little bit of portion of twilight is left. So let me sit calmly and enjoy this peace. How I could paint were I but back in France. He is again and again just meditating over this fact, as well as not only meditating but also lamenting over the fact that had he been in France, he could have worked wonder by his paint and brush. One picture, just one more, the Virgin's face. He says, I just want to draw one picture that my heart wants to do, and that is to paint the face of Virgin Mary. Not yours this time. And as I had told you people earlier, that up till now Lucrezia acted as a model for all his paintings, but this time he does not want Lucrezia to be the model. He says, I finally want to paint just one picture, only the face of Virgin, and I don't want Lucrezia to be my model this time. I want you at my side. He says, I want the true companionship of my wife. I want Lucrezia not to be my model, but to be my companion, but to sit by my side when I do the work. To hear them, that is, Michelangelo, judge all I do and tell you of its worth. He says, it's my earnest desire that let for once my wife should listen what other great artists of the day think about me. And he's imagining perhaps Michelangelo also may appear on the scene and praise him. And he wants very much his wife to hear what others, what great painters like Michelangelo are saying in his praise. Will you? He asks his wife, will you be able to do so? Tomorrow, satisfy your friend. He says, if you are going to be with me, if you are going to stay with me, if you are going to give me your company without any disturbance, without any hindrance, and if you just allow me to paint one painting as per the desire of my heart, and that is the painting of Virgin Mary, without you being the model, definitely, surely tomorrow I'll do whatever you want me to do. And naturally, he knows that she wants to satisfy her lover. So he says that I would paint picture according to the wish of your friend. So in these lines, we can very well see that he is not happy with his present status, though he has his wife in his company, but he knows very well that it is only a temporary arrangement. The heart of his wife is somewhere else. She is physically present over there, but mentally she is with her lover. Even then, being aware of this fact, even then he implores his wife to be with him for the rest of the evening, so that he may have that peace of mind which may make him ready, which may prepare him for tomorrow's paintings, so that he may draw them with fresh energy. I take the subjects for his corridor, finish the portrait out of hand. There. Now he is just luring, trying to tempt his wife to be with him. He says, I take the subjects for his corridor, finish the portrait out of hand. He says, if you will be with me tomorrow, I will work with fresh energy and I will definitely paint whatever he wants for his art exhibition. Corridor here stands for the art exhibition, gallery of the art exhibition. He says, whatever your cousin, he knows he is not the cousin, actually he is the lover of his wife. So he says, whatever that cousin of Lucrezia asks or desires for his art gallery, those paintings will be prepared by him, and he is ready to do that. And throw him another thing or two. He even promises that not only whatever task he has been given at hand, that means the 5 painting, he was supposed to paint 5 pictures for his cousin, for her cousin. He says, I will not only draw them, but also 1 or 2 more paintings will be drawn by me for him. If he demurs, if he has stands for the cousin of Lucrezia, whatever he thinks, whatever he desires, Andrea is ready to work more than that. The whole should prove enough to pay for the same cousin's freak. And he says he will be painting enough number of pictures that will pay him back the right amount that is supposed to be given by him as his gambling debt. He says the cousin is coming again and again to Lucrezia to extract money, and this painting exhibition is all about just to pay his gaming debts. So he says that Andrea says he will definitely help him by painting not only the 5 paintings that he is supposed to paint, but also he will be painting 1 or 2 more. and by selling those pictures, surely the cousin will be able to pay back whatever debts he has. Beside, what's better and what's all I care about, get you the 13 scudi for the rough. He says, I don't care whatever money, the 13 scudis that I will be get. This is the currency over there. Whatever amount I will be getting out of that painting, even I will be giving you back that. I won't take any money for it. And you can just again, you can also give it back to him. Love, does that please you? So he says, he asks his beloved, his wife Lucrezia, that whatever he will do, will that please her? Ah, but what does he, the cousin, what does he to please you more? He asks, what is there, what that cousin is doing even more to please her? See, all through the poem, we have been having this notion that Andrea is working so hard to appease his wife, and even then, in return, he is not getting the loyalty of his wife. So he is wondering what the cousin of hers is doing to just win her in such a manner. So, in this stanza, the painter is promising his wife that he will be doing whatever she wants him to do, only if she remains with him through the evening, so that with a fresh energy he'll be doing the task, whatever task has been given to him. And not only that, he will also just give more than enough, more than the required paintings to his cousin, so that he may pay his debts, as well as he's wondering over the fact that he who is doing so much for his wife is not getting the loyalty that he deserves, whereas his cousin, her cousin, or rather her lover, who is not doing anything, rather extracting money from her, is getting her whole love and affection. So he is pained at this fact, and he is just, that's why he is asking this question towards the end of this paragraph. So that's all for today.